Hi, I'm CJ Elmberg at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. We've got a brand new Logan Coach sitting behind me here. This is a 2025 Bullseye model. This one's the closet tack. These closet tacks have become so popular from the standpoint of having a separate dressing room in your tack. So if you're wanting to overnight in one of these trailers, or using it as at shows where you're hopping in, changing, you don't want to smell any of your tack and your saddles, your pads, your blankets. This is a great setup without adding a whole lot of length to the trailer. So before we walk you through it and show you a bunch of these options, let's go ahead and take a look at the drawing. That way I can show you how this trailer is actually laid out. Again, it's a 3-horse. This one here is 18.3 on the floor. So very manageable trailer, getting in and out of about anywhere. Standard width on a Bullseye is 6'9" wide and 7 foot tall. So standard dimensions there. We went with a 5-foot short wall as far as the tack setup on this. So again, you have the front dressing room and then the separate tack room that we'll show you. Well, let's start walking you through this. With a Logan, your galvanized steel frame, aluminum body. So the strength of the steel, it's gonna lighten it up and give it that aluminum finish look. You're also gonna have a lifetime corrosion warranty, being the first time owner of this trailer. 8-year structure warranty, 2-year hardware warranty, and a 1-year no questions asked warranty on your tires, but we'll talk more about that. Probably the first thing you notice is this is going to be the charcoal sheeting on this guy here. Very popular option in today's market. Really goes well with a lot of the colors as far as the tow vehicles go on the trucks out there today. Good look to the trailer for sure. Okay, underneath the gooseneck, you're just going to have a single leg manual crank jack. Spare tires located to the left of that. But you're also going to have this vortex lining. I'm going to talk a lot about this vortex lining throughout the video, but this stuff is fantastic. It's like a bed liner. It's really strong. It's really durable. Underneath these goosenecks, if you live down dirt roads, gravel roads, anything like that, a lot of these can get beat up by rocks. Rocks getting thrown at a high velocity. This will definitely help with that as far as that's concerned. You're not going to notice as many dings and getting beat up underneath here. Not going to say you won't have a ding, but the chances of it now are drastically reduced. But again, they've used this throughout the trailer. And also, imagine a pop can. We know how thin that is. You vortex line it. They've done something with one of their sponsors as far as he's a steer wrestler. And obviously we know what a pop can can do when somebody steps on it. And then they vortex line another pop can and it couldn't be crushed by them. So that's how strong this stuff is. Underneath the gooseneck is actually going to be a light. There's an LED light underneath there. And why I love those is because our cargo light on the back of our cab is typically blocked by the nose itself. But this guy can be tipped down, so if you want to see when you're hooking up, or if you need to see back here in this area, that light is right underneath there. And the switch is very accessible. It's right underneath the gooseneck up here in this corner. So whether I'm in the bed of the truck or even standing outside, I can easily reach up here and turn that guy on or off. But it's nice to have a lot of light, and you're going to notice throughout this video that I'm going to show you a lot of lighting on this actual trailer itself. So speaking of, when we get over here to this tack side, one of the first things you're going to notice is above each of these doors is going to be another load light. So very similar to what you saw underneath the gooseneck there. They've gone in and now made it standard where with whatever package you have. So if you have the standard front tack room or the oversized front tack room, you're going to have one load light. In the instance where you have a dual tack room like this one here at the closet tack, you're going to end up with another one above that. Again, you are not going to regret having a lot of lights on these trailers. We're always going to be doing things in the dark, getting home, or unfamiliar places, early in the mornings, whatever it is, it's nice to have a lot of lights, and you're not going to regret it having this. So we have that light there. Going in the front dressing room, we'll start there. As we come in, it's just an L-shaped front dressing room on here. That way, if you wanted to do something back here in this corner, add some shelving, add some cabinets, whatever you like, you can do that back there. There's a ton of space as far as that's concerned. LED light right as you come in across the door, and then there's also going to be another one up in the nose. So again, plenty of LED lights in this area here. You're gonna have your 2 windows in a gooseneck. I think if you're gonna potentially ever stay in here, is a game changer. I wouldn't want it to be solid, get a little claustrophobic, but it's nice to be able to see out, but you can also open up these windows, create a cross breeze, keeping yourself nice and cool in here, getting fresh air. But as you can see, you can throw a mattress up here, bedroll, sleeping bags, whatever you want, carpeted on the deck itself, the drop wall, and then on the floor. You're actually gonna have a fold-up step, this cleat, so if you do wanna hop up into that gooseneck area, that guy is right there. Now, you're gonna have these doors are not prefab, these are made at the factory doors. So they're square at the top, really heavy duty, welded hinges on there as well. But then you're gonna have a drip rail above each door. So for instance, here in Colorado, it's gonna be crazy. We're gonna be upper 60s today, but we'll get snow, it'll freeze at night, big temperature swings. So snow falls, gets on top of these trailers, it melts off during the day when we get some sunshine, and it starts rolling off the top of these trailers, and then at night, I mean, we'll get, you know, to where it'll freeze again. And what you don't want is you don't want that water coming off, trying to get in those crevices of those doors, trying to get in there, and it'll freeze, and it'll take your weather stripping and freeze up as well, and it makes it difficult to open and potentially ripping your weather stripping. So those drip rails try to, again, get that moisture away from the trailer itself, and especially into those openings there. Now as we go to the closet tack, again, you can see why this is so popular. It's only a 5-foot front or 5-foot short wall as far as what we have on the other side of the trailer. And then as we come over here, it allows us to have this room for the both doors on both sides. So it keeps everything, you know, curbside rather than street side. So in emergencies, if you had to pull off the side of the road, you could still access things over here, not have to worry about traffic. But the closet tack, same thing. Nice heavy duty door. On this tack door here, you're gonna have a 4-tier blanket pole rack that swings out. Brush tray for your smaller miscellaneous items, you can throw them in there. Your fly sprays, your ointments, brushes, anything like that. It's kind of a catch-all, but definitely nice to have that. Then we're gonna have the swing out saddle rack. Since this is a 3-horse, you're gonna get 3 saddle racks. As far as the pads go, these are adjustable. We can move them up and down. If you want to add another one, you can. If you want to remove one, you can. You've got a lot of flexibility with this setup here. Even when it's swung in, you have some floor space there. Throw some items in. Again, you're going to notice the vortex lining on the lower portion, but then as we move up on the walls, you're going to have carpet with all your bridle hooks. So the carpet's just going to protect everything when you hang from those hooks themselves. You're going to notice a hose up there. And that hose is gonna go to a corner water tank that's behind the saddle rack. There's always wasted space on these, especially these slant walls like this. So it's fantastic to put one of those corner water tanks in there. You know, again, that's a hard area for you to get to with anything. So why not put that water tank back there, put a ball valve on the end of that hose, and then you, right here from the trailer, can fill up buckets. You don't have to pack them from a long distance, have to go find hydrants. Maybe you've got a horse that only likes water from home, you can carry that, or in the summer months, even winter months, regardless, when you're traveling, you want to carry some water, you can. So you're gonna notice you have latches here and here, but then we also have this butterfly that goes across this door. And then the reason why is this one here is if this door, it doesn't get quite shut and it potentially opens while as you're traveling, that wind, that forward motion is going to slam this door to the side of the trailer. This one here will probably just flutter if it did it. But this one here, we need to make sure we've got it good and secure, and we have that with that butterfly. All these are going to be key to like, so you have one key to the whole trailer. You're going to have more on the when we get to the feed windows when we get to the other side of the trailer, but again, it's nice to have just one key. Once again, another load light. Center of the axles here, so again, if you got horses tied up, you've got them above your tack doors, and then also where you're tying horses. Button lights on the top rail, they added a few more. It just, I think, dresses the trailer up. Those are fantastic. We've been doing it on some of our other new brands as well for a few years, and it's definitely nice. Not a big power draw, but they look good at night. Then you have 3 bus windows, good sized bus windows. You can probably faintly see the horizontal jail bars from the outside here. We'll show you those when we get on the inside, but you have some hooks. And then we have this extrusion. So this used to be a stamped sheet that looked like extrusion, but it wasn't. Now they've actually changed over. They did that last year to the actual extrusion itself, really strengthen up the trailer, making this exterior nice and strong versus just that sheet. Axles, we have two 6,000-pound rubber torsion axles, electric brakes. So you need an integrated brake controller or an aftermarket. If you need an aftermarket, we can help you there. A lot of the newer trucks all come with the integrated, so you're more than likely already set up there if you have a newer tow vehicle. Then you're gonna have 16-inch wheels. So these are the black with the silver accent. I think it really ties in well with the color of this trailer. When you start adding in the extrusion of the aluminum, the top rail, the bottom rail, the framing, framing around the windows are black, so again, I think it blends in there, but these have become a really popular, rim as far as an aluminum version that we put on these trailers. And then you're gonna have, a no questions asked warranty on the tires. So the vendor that they use, we're also familiar with them on our Cimarron brand as well. They've been doing it a few more years. But if you have a blowout, if you catch road debris, even if you catch a nail that's punctured the sidewall that can't be patched, they will replace it, no questions asked, from the day you purchase it. Now, we will need some information, so don't just dispose of the tire. We'll need some pictures, we'll need some date codes off of it, but we can help you out with that process. You're not gonna go directly through Logan, but you'll go through their vendor on that. Now, as we get to the back of the trailer, we're gonna have 50/50 doors. These are independent. The only difference in these rear doors is your driver's side or left-hand door is going to have some weather stripping on it. There's a slight gap between the two doors when they shut. So years ago, they made that improvement by adding that weather stripping just to keep, moisture from trying to go in that gap, or dust as well, because dust swirls at the back of trailers. Now you might look at this and say, okay, that's great, but I need a rear ramp. My horses prefer that, or I want a dual purpose trailer. I want to haul some toys, something like that. We can remove the rubber bumper and put a bolt-on ramp over on the back. Now, we can color match. You'll just have to be a little patient with us. About 3 to 4 weeks, we can have it in here and installed and ready for you. Maybe you want a hay rack, same thing. We can do a lot of add-ons after the fact to these trailers. So just because something might not have one of those real simple options that you want on it, don't discard the trailer, because we could potentially just add something onto it and you don't have to wait to build something. But then as we get in the stall area, you're gonna notice telescoping divider at the back. So with this one here, is I can actually get this snapped over and I can actually shut the rear doors if I wanted to use it again for dual purpose. Maybe I want to haul a toy, or I want a little bit bigger box stall. I can snap those out of the way and shut the rear doors. If it didn't telescope and it was solid, you'd waste a lot of space because you couldn't shut those back doors with it being against the wall itself. But you've got solid dividers with pads, so protect the horses a little bit more. Nice solid divider. If you want to remove them, it's kind of a two-person job. Not really that heavy, but it's just the awkwardness of it, the length, so you can unpin and take it out. But then you're going to notice on the kick walls all the way around, there's your vortex lining again. So again, they incorporate it throughout the trailer. And again, it's fantastic stuff. I also think it deadens a lot of the noise in the stall areas. I don't think it's quite as echoey, if that's the correct terminology for that. But then you've got, again, horizontal jail bars in here for your bus windows. 3 LED lights, again, plenty of light in here. All these are on an individual switch at the back, so they're all tied together. But if you wanted to shut 1 or 2 of them off, or all of them off right here, you can. But if you leave them on the on position, you can use and utilize just that actual switch. Recessed paddle latches, slam latches for the dividers themselves. And then as we get up, aluminum sheeted roof. You have 3 two-way roof vents, so 1 above each horse, so we can manipulate that airflow in here. Again, with the bus windows drop down, so when we get to the outside, I'll show you. But again, we can move a lot of air with these, and it's nice to have that option. Now on the floor, you're gonna have rubber mats. And below that is actually gonna be a wood floor, but it's also vortex lined as well. So again, incorporating that again. Now, I'm not going to tell you you're not going to have to replace these boards ever, but boy, it's probably going to take a long time because of that vortex lining. It's really going to protect that floor, you know, give a lot of longevity and life to it itself. So really like how they again incorporate the vortex lining throughout the entire trailer. Once again, another load light at the back. So we have lights all the way around this trailer, which make a massive difference. Again, when you're loading, unloading, backing up, unfamiliar places even, you can come and just turn those guys on if you want some light coverage, you know, when you're backing into places. Same thing over here on driver's side. There's that other light, center of the axles. So again, and you can change the pitch of those as well. So that pedestal light you can either tip it up or tip it down if you want. But then below that, you're gonna notice there's our drop down feed doors. So just like the Tack doors, these are not prefab. These are made at the factory. So these are nice and stout. Framework around them, again, they're keyed just like our Tack doors. You're also gonna get your jail bars and then a screen on them. This just Velcros on, so you can unvelcro, take it off, really easy to operate. There's a track in there. You just pull down on the center bar to open and then go ahead and lock into place. Really good fit and finish and how they secure and lock into place. But you're also going to notice, you know, that latch is up there quite a ways. So I could stand on the running board or, you know, try to get up there and try to get it open. But they've got this cheater bar. So if you're a little bit more vertically challenged, this is a nice piece to have here. I don't have to reach clear up there. I can reach down here and open it up and close it. Same thing, welded hinges on those drop downs as well. And then again, it gives you a good look of that charcoal color with the extrusion and then those black rims. Again, it's a sharp looking trailer. It's been a very popular seller and color combination, but that Tack setup is fantastic. Again, a very manageable trailer to move around with that closet Tack setup. So I'm going to give you the stock number on it for reference. Again, it's a 2025 Logan Coach Bullseye 3-horse gooseneck with closet Tack. Stock number is 5N241437. We do take trade-ins, so if you're looking to upgrade or downsize, we can help you there. Financing is available and delivery is an option, so we can bring this directly to your doorstep if you'd like. So give us a call. Anybody on the sales team can help you out. That number is 303-684-3400. Appreciate you tuning in. Have a good day.